You have heard of the Chronicles of Narnia, but there is no white witch here, and there are only sons of Adam and daughters of Eve. You have read or likely skimmed 1st and 2nd Chronicles, but there is more than just genealogies and history here. These are the Stanley Chronicles. They are the adventures of Chris and Daisy Stanley, which includes their 4-year-old son CJ and their dog Toby. Chris and Daisy are a Match.com success story that covers 3 continents, 2 diverse cultures, and 1 amazing marriage. If you join the journey, you'll quickly discover that their relationship is designed by God and implemented by 2 imperfect people that try to have fun as they serve God and build both their relationship and their family. Their stories are usually wild, often silly, sometimes outlandish, periodically extreme. They contain some tragedy, but are always entertaining. Here are their chronicles. Hi, welcome to the Stanley Chronicles. Thank you so much for joining us. This is my amazing wife, Daisy.
And my handsome husband, Chris.
We have a 4-year-old son, CJ, and a 2-year-old dog, Toby.
And thank you so much for joining us as we share our story.
Yeah, we have a phenomenal story and a lot in store for all of you as we share our testimony, all the things that we've been through as a couple. In fact, we were asking our friends, our family, loved ones, what we should title our story and what we should call our YouTube channel. And someone actually responded, it was actually Pastor, and he said, should call it Never a Dull Moment, because that's certainly our life story. Is there's never been a dull moment in anything that we have faced or encountered. And but we obviously went with the Stanley Chronicles and want to share our story with you. But Daisy, this has actually been kind of your baby project, if you will, your brainchild as far as sharing our story. And so why don't you share with the viewers why you think our story is, first of all, worth sharing, and secondly, why they may want to stay tuned and listen to what we have to share.
Sure. I decided to start this channel and share a story because, first of all, it's a way for me to give God the glory and praise for what He has done for me and for my family. And also to, just to share the word out there that God is real. And, we all go through stuff in life when, you question yourself if God is real and if God, doesn't God understand. God knows what you're going through, but we're here as a testimony to let you know that God is real. God knows you. He sees you. And He knows what you're going through. So just hang on to His word, because He said in His word that He would never leave you. And just, hold on to His promise, and He would see you through. And the victory, no matter what, is at the end of the tunnel. So this is the reason why I wanted to come out and share the story of the Stanley.
And we definitely have been through a lot of different things, and many of which has been amazing and great, but there certainly has been their challenges and trials that we've been through. But we keep referring to our story, our testimony, things that we've gone through. But why don't we give everybody a little bit of a taste of some of the major topics that we want to cover throughout sharing our story. I know one of the first things that we encountered was obviously when we met, and you may have noticed this already, but just in case, we're actually an interracial couple. And not just interracial, but we're also intercultural. Daisy's from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and I was born and bred here in the United States. And the 2 cultures coming together were obviously a lot of amazing things to celebrate, to embrace, and to just be encouraged by. But they also brought their own set of challenges and strains, if you will. And so that was one of the things. But what else have we been through? Yeah,
IVF.
Which is?
In vitro fertilization.
Fertilization, right?
IVF, and we were married for about maybe 2 years or so, and we were expecting to have a kid just like that, but it didn't happen as we planned. So we started, questioning ourselves, but through IVF and God helping, we were able to conceive and
Have CJ.
have CJ, yes, and have CJ. So that's something that we also, want to share with people, because it's not always easy, especially for couples who are expecting to have to bring children in the world, and it's not happening. So you start, get desperate or sad, or and going through stuff. And so we just wanted to let people know that there's hope out there.
Absolutely. And one of the things, and I wish I mentioned this earlier, but as we share our testimony, our desire is that we really want to be vulnerable and open about our experiences and share with you the ups and the downs, and let you know not just this is what we went through, but this is what we felt when we went through it.
Yes.
This is what our entire experience was like, because we really believe that God has given us a testimony to share, and there's at least some aspect of it that'll be beneficial to someone, and that's our desire, is that this will be a help and a benefit to you, or someone that you may know, to be able to relate and maybe even point them to our testimony and our story.
Sure, because, when some of the stuff that we are going to share with you today or in the coming days, we wish, especially me, I wish that I had someone that I can talk to and relate, but it was not easy for me to find that point of contact. So if I can help someone, then, my job is done. And that's what I want to do.
Right, and I didn't mean to cut you off there, but Daisy shared the in vitro fertilization, and you're hearing our success story. But what you're also going to hear about is the times we went through IVF where it was not successful, and the outcome wasn't always positive. So we've got that to share. And then in addition to that, kind of going back to our dating, is we're actually a Match.com success story. So online dating, and dating as kind of older adults. We didn't get married early on, so we've got that to share.
Yeah, and the whole process of, just meeting up and not, having your boundaries and not giving up, and praying and hoping that the Lord will send you the right person, as you desire, as you desire in your heart. So,
and then to think of kind of more recent things that we have dealt with, and probably some of the heaviest topics that we want to discuss, is really, babe, the fact that you're a cardiac arrest survivor, and not just cardiac arrest, but also a stroke survivor. And so you've been through that, and we all,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a family experience, for better or for worse, but here you are, sitting here being able to share your testimony.
yes, so something that I also want to share with, other people who are, are facing that, or who know family members who went through that, just to be a help for them and understand, where they're coming from and what they're going through, because it's not always easy,
And our story is not over either. Our story continues through the rest of our lives and carries on with CJ. So we really have a lot in store for this YouTube channel, and our plan to get our testimony across and to share our story. And Daisy's got a lot of creative things that she's going to bring to the table as we do this. And so I really hope that you'll stay tuned. Hope that you'll like, share, and also
subscribe.
and subscribe. Yeah. And then what I was also thinking is not just subscribe, but also feel free to comment. We'd love to hear your feedback and your thoughts, and interact as much as we possibly can. And so I want to thank you again for being with us. Pray that you'll continue and watch the next episode. We're going to actually talk about where it all started.
Yes.
How we came to meet, to know each other, fall in love, married, here today. But that's my thoughts. Any final words from you?
No, just, share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Stanley adventures.
The Stanley Chronicles.
Stanley Chronicles. Adventure or Chronicles. It's always an adventure in our family.
Well, thank you again so much. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.